Hill children, hope you're well. I'm Hannah. Some of you might recognise me because I came into school before just to do some yoga sessions with you. Hope you've been well, whether you're at school or whether you're at home and you're staying happy and healthy and you're being resilient with all your schoolwork. So I'm here to teach you a little bit of yoga today, and we're going to do some yoga postures, we're going to do a little bit of breathing, and we're going to do some relaxation techniques. And you can do this at any time of the day. You can do it on your own, you can do it with your family. And what yoga is wonderful for is to help you not only stretch and strengthen your body, but also to calm your thoughts and your mind, especially if you're maybe struggling to get to sleep or if there's a lot going on and you just need to learn ways to relax. So that's what we're going to be doing today. You don't even need a yoga mat, you could just be on your carpet, just something where it's comfortable for your knees. And ideally, take off your shoes and socks so you've got your bare feet. So if you can, come and sit like I am in a cross-legged position. You could have a little cushion underneath you if that's comfortable, and place your hands in your lap like this. Then if you want, you could close your eyes or just really just find the softness to your eyes and your face. And in yoga, we try and breathe in and out through our nose. And when we do this slow breathing in and out through our nose, our body, our nervous system, understands that it's time to rest and to restore and to feel calmer. So see if you can just sit upright, relax your shoulders, and if your eyes are closed, just find a real softness to your eyes and your teeth and your jaw. And just take a breath in with me now, and slowly breathe out through your nose. Breathe in through your nose, and breathe out through your nose. Do that one more time. Breathe in through your nose, and breathe out through your nose. And then we're going to make this a little bit more fun and a little bit more challenging. So I want you to imagine what it's like when you blow air into a balloon, and the balloon gets bigger when you put your breath into it, and then when you take your mouth away and the air comes out, the balloon shrivels up and gets smaller. So we're going to do something called balloon breathing. So hold your hands in front of you, make sure your arms and your shoulders are relaxed, and again we're going to breathe in and out through our nose. So I'm just going to show you. So as I breathe in through my nose, I'm going to let my hands move away from me. And then when my breath stops and I need to breathe out, my hands come back together. So come and join in with me. So breathe in through your nose, take a breath in. And then when there's no more breath, let your breath go, breathe out through your nose. Try and breathe as slowly as you can. So breathing in through your nose, let the balloon get bigger. And as you breathe out, imagine that air coming out of the balloon, and the balloon shrivels up and gets smaller. And let's just do that 3 more times. So breathing in through your nose, and let your balloon expand, fill up. And then as you breathe out, feel your hands going closer together. One more time. Inhaling. And when you need to breathe out, breathing out, maybe the hands come together. Well done. And then see if you can get your hands to touch. This is called Anjali Mudra. And it's like little hands in prayer. Your fingertips are touching, your shoulders relaxed. And we're just going to start to stretch our upper body. So take a breath in and reach your arms now out to the side and circle them up above the head. See if you can get your hands to touch, your fingertips to touch. And then you're going to breathe out and slowly bring your hands down to the center. And let's do that one more time. Big breath in, maybe you're even looking up towards your ceiling, up towards your hands. And then as you breathe out, look forward and bring your hands back down to the center of your chest. Lovely. And then reach your arms, so see if you can get your fingertips to touch the floor. We're going to do some stretches for the side of the body. And these are all lovely movements, especially if you've been sat at your desk or your kitchen table or wherever it's that you've been doing your schoolwork and you just need to move your body. So I'm going to mirror you. So you're going to keep your right hand on the floor and you're going to take your left arm, take it up towards your ceiling. And then as you breathe out, side bend over towards your right and stretch down that left side of your body. Lovely. Breathing in, we're going to reach the left arm back up and bring it to the floor. And we'll do the other side. So breathing in, take your right arm up into the air, stretch it as high as you can. Breathing out, side bending to your left. Stretch and feeling over your ribs on that right side of your body. Lovely. Coming back up and let the hand come to the floor. Let's do that one more time together. So breathe in, take your left arm up into the air. Stretching over to your right, reaching over to the side. Inhaling, we reach the left arm back into the air, and exhaling, we bring it to the floor. Let's do the other side. Inhale, bring the right arm up into the air. Breathe out and side stretch over to your left. Well done. Inhale, bring that right arm up into the air, and then we bring it to the floor. Lovely. Just roll your shoulders. They can get all kind of crunched up in the daytime when we sit and we're not moving very much. So just roll them in both directions. Lovely. We're going to do a little twist now. So just bring your knees together and I'm just going to turn to face away from you. So stretch your legs out in front. If your legs feel tight, you can always get a cushion. I've got a little yoga bolster. And you're going to put that underneath the back of your knees and it can just help so that your legs don't feel so stretched. So sitting up tall as if you were sitting against a flat wall or a chair. We're going to take a little sideways twist now. So let's bring our hands again back into our prayer pose, Anjali Mudra. You're going to breathe in. Remember, I'm copying you, I'm doing the opposite to you. You're going to twist towards your right. So can you turn from your tummy towards the right? And then put your left hand down towards your right leg. And then you're going to bring your right hand onto the mat or to your floor behind you. So it's something to twist the body. So you're going to keep your legs nice and straight. Breathe in, sit nice and tall. And breathe out, you're going to twist. You can turn your head, but just make sure that your neck feels comfortable. Remember, all the time your body needs to feel happy. And that you're not overstretching and you're not hurting your body at all. Lovely. Turning back to the middle, hands back into the prayer, and then we'll twist the other way. So breathe in, look forwards, turn towards your left, put your right hand on the outside of your left leg, and the left hand to the floor. Breathe in and sit nice and tall, and breathe out and twist to your left. Take another breath in, sit even taller, and breathe out. Lovely, come back so you're facing towards your feet and your legs. Lovely, and then bend your knees. If you had a cushion there, just slide it out of the way and put it to the side. Lovely. Swing your legs off to the side and we're going to come into something called a tabletop position. So take your knees, so your knees are stacking under your hips and that your wrists are stacking underneath your shoulders. So we're in like a table. And you want to see if you can get your spine, your back flat, as if you're going to rest a plate of sandwiches or a cup of tea on your lower back. Lovely. And then we're going to take something called cat-cow. So a lot of yoga postures are named after animals because originally the guys that used to do yoga would be sitting in caves in the hills in India and they'd be looking out at nature and they'd get inspired by the nature that they see. So this next pose is called cat-cow and we're going to move our spine. So a little bend in your elbows. You're going to look forward, let your tummy drop down towards the mat and lift your tailbone up in the air. So breathe in and look forwards. It's like a happy cat stretch. And then as you breathe out, you're going to press your hands to the floor. You're going to round your back, pull your chin into your chest like an angry cat. And then inhale, we look forwards, arching the back. Exhaling, breathing out, chin into your chest, press the floor away and feel that stretch through your shoulder blades. Let's do one more. Nice and slowly inhaling. See if you can move with your breath. And then on your out breath, you breathe all the breath away your chin into your chest and press the floor away. Lovely. So you can do that as many times as you want. I'm just doing 3 times, but you can keep going and keep going. Lovely. And then bring your knees together and you're going to sit back towards your heel, and this is called child's pose. So let's bend your elbows, place one hand on top of the other, and then bring your forehead down onto your hands. And this is a nice, relaxing, resting pose called child's pose. So see if you can be still and quiet. And try not to get too distracted with whatever else is going on in the house around you. Take another breath in and out. Lovely. Look at the top of your mat or along your floor. Push your hands to the floor and then let's lift up. Super. We're going to come into a pose called downward facing dog. So move your hands a little bit further forward and your fingers are nice and wide so you can push them into the mat. And then we're going to make like an upside down triangle shape. So you're going to tuck your toes and then push into your hands and push into your feet and see if you can lift your tailbone into the air. So my feet, they're not together, a little bit wider apart. I'm going to keep my knees nice and bent. I'm going to relax my head. I know I keep looking at the screen, but you look down at the floor or back at your knees. Lovely, and keep pressing into the hands, and maybe slowly you can bend one knee as if you were doing a little walk on the spot, and you're going to bend the other knee and try and get the heel down. And this action stretches the muscles in the back of your legs, so it's really nice. If you've been doing your PE with Mr. Wishaw, or if you've been out running or cycling or on your trampoline, or even if you've just been sat at your desk, this is a lovely way to stretch the muscles in the back of your legs. Lovely, take another breath here. Super, and then you're going to look at your hands. Can you walk your feet towards the middle of your mat? Keep bending your knees and then walk your hands towards your feet. So we end up in this forward fold, but I want you to keep your knees really, really bent. Dangle your head down, maybe nod your head side to side, shake your hair around, shake your head gently. And then you're going to, like a flower, you're going to uncurl like a fern, slowly, really keep your knees bent. You're going to roll up to stand. So as you're rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, all the way to stand. And you come and stand upright on your floor or on your mat if you've got your yoga mat. Lovely. So now we're standing upright. So now we're going to do some standing yoga poses. So first of all, we're going to come into a pose called mountain pose. And a mountain, if you imagine a mountain, it's strong and big, normally a little bit of snow on the top, and it's grounding its feet down into the earth. So we're going to stand really tall. So you can have your feet a little bit wider apart, not too wide though. Reach your hands down to the floor. Reach your arms down by the side of your legs. See if you can stand really still. Feel strong and proud. Looking forward. And see if you can just be really, really still. Find something in front of you that you can look at that's going to help you stay focused and balanced. Lovely. Take another breath in your mountain pose. And breathe out. Well done. Now we're going to come into a pose called Warrior Two. So I'm going to stand to face you. And I'm going to step my legs into a wide stance. I'm going to step my legs out to the side. And then my right leg, I'm going to turn my right foot to point to the top of my mat. And then I'm going to bend my right knee. So my back leg, my left leg is straight and my right knee is bent. And then with my arms, imagine like a warrior or a soldier, if you've got a favourite character. Could be a superhero or someone that you admire who's strong and fierce and powerful and confident. You're going to become that person. So can you look out now over your right fingertips? Your arms are reaching away from one another. Your legs are strong. And then we're going to do that balloon breath again with our arms. So can you breathe in, take your arms up into the air. Maybe you clap your hands. And then as you breathe out, you're going to bring your arms all the way down towards the floor. And maybe again, you clap your hands. Inhale all the way up. Breathing out all the way down. Well done. Let's do one more. Inhale, arms all the way up into the air. Keep your legs nice and strong. Exhaling all the way down. Lovely. Bring your hands back into your prayer pose. And we'll do the other side. So straighten your right leg. Turn your right foot in. This is very easy. You can just stay in the same position. Turn your left foot away from you and then bend your left knee. You might want to wriggle your back leg a little bit further away. So the left knee is bent now and the right leg is straight. Lovely. Here we go. Take your arms out so they're shoulder width apart, and look out over your left fingers and just find that feeling of being strong and feeling confident, resilient. Take a breath in through your nose and out, and let's do our breathing again. So inhale, can you reach your arms up into the air, stretch them as high as you can. Well done. Breathing out, the arms reach down to the floor. We're going to do two more. Big breath in, stretch the arms wide. Big breath out, let the arms go. Well done. One more. Inhale the breath. And then breathing out, the arms sweep down. Super. Bring your hands to your heart. Straighten your left leg. Maybe you can turn your left foot in and then do the heels in, toes in, heels in, toes in, heels in, and then we're back in our mountain pose. So let your arms go. And again, maybe you step your feet together and you're standing upright. See if you can get your balance. Your breath is calm and you're fully focused. Well done. So the next pose, a little bit more challenging. We are going to come into tree pose. So again, it's named after something that these yogis would have been looking out onto. So don't worry if you're not really great with your balance. You can always come and stand against and hold the wall, or if you've got a bit of furniture, you come and hold on to your furniture, or even if you've got a friend, or not your friend, but your family member, and they're there and they can do it with you. So again, remember I'm doing the opposite leg to you. So tree pose, you're going to stand on your right leg. That's going to be the leg that's supporting you, like the trunk of the tree. Our body and our leg is the trunk of the tree. Our foot is going to be like the roots of the tree, grounding us down, and then our arms are going to become the branches of the tree. So let's start with the hands on our hips. Bend your knees a little bit, and you're going to balance on your right leg. So can you open your hip and turn your left knee out to the side. So the easiest thing to do is to rest your left heel onto your right foot. So you could stay like this. But if you want the challenge, you think you might be able to balance, slide that foot to the inside of your leg. Some of you who might feel a little bit more confident might be able to bring your foot to the inside of the top of your thigh. Lovely. Stand tall. Think about what a tree is doing outside. Their trunks are strong and they hold them up for years and years and years. And then maybe you bring your hands back to your heart in Anjali Mudra. Or maybe you take the branches of your tree wide and high. Looking forward, finding a spot in your room, on your wall in front of you that's going to help you to focus so that we don't get distracted. If I was to look around my room too quickly, I'd wobble over. So look at one thing and stay there. Well done. Let's come out of this side. You can stay for as long as you want and pause the video and practice again. And let's do the other side. So hands onto the hips. Standing on your left leg, bend your knees a little bit. So this time we're opening the hip, opening the leg of the right leg. Maybe you're resting your heel onto your ankle. Maybe your foot is to the inside of the leg. Maybe you're going to help that foot and press it into the top of your thigh. Again, standing tall, think about that trunk of your tree and your toes. Try not to grip your toes, so spread your foot onto the floor. Maybe it's going to be helpful to have your hands here. Remember, maybe you're holding the wall. If you've got your anyone in your family doing this with you, they could be standing next to you and you could be holding hands or supporting each other when you're holding each other's shoulders. Or maybe you feel confident to take your arms in the air. Don't worry if you wobble in and out. Don't worry if your tree sways and you come in and out of the pose. It's all good. Lovely, well done. Let's release, hands back to the heart. Careful how you take your foot away. And we're back in our mountain pose. Take a lovely deep breath in and out. Lovely. We're going to come back onto the floor now. So I'm just going to move my camera so that you can see me, and we'll come back to the mat. So take a little sit down on your mat when you're ready. Wonderful. And we're just going to finish with another pose and then some breath work. So this time, can you bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees go out to the side? So some of you might be able to have to hold on to your ankles. Some of you might be able to get hold of your feet. And this is called butterfly pose. So you can start to just flap your knees up and down. And this just gets into our hip joints, which can get a little bit stiff if we don't do much moving around in the daytime. Well done. And then I'm going to sit sideways on so you can see. So you can either stay sitting upright, or if you want to fold forward, hold onto your feet, take a big breath in, and as you breathe out, can you fold down towards the floor? So a lot of our bodies don't like this forward folding movement. So don't worry if you're up here and it feels a little bit like there's nowhere for you to move. That's just because your body, your skeleton is different to mine. And we're not all the same, and some bodies want to do certain things and others don't. As long as you're being careful and it's feeling comfortable, take a lovely breath in through your nose and breathe out. Lovely, come back upright. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of breath work and then relaxation. So maybe you come and sit like we did at the beginning with your legs crossed. And we're going to use our hand to help us control our breathing, and it's going to help us to just focus on something. Some of us find it quite difficult to just sit still and be calm, and when we do yoga breathing, it's very helpful to calm our body and to quieten our thoughts and quieten our mind. So I want you to take your left hand and open your fingers nice and wide. I'm going to sit a little bit closer so that you can see me. So I'm going to start with my right index finger at the base of my left thumb. And I'm going to breathe in and trace my finger up to the tip of my thumb. And as I breathe out, I'm going to let that finger come down to the bottom of my thumb. And as I breathe in, tip of my index finger, breathing out, down the hill, breathing in, rising to the top of the middle finger, breathing out down to the base, breathing in, tip of my ring finger, breathing out, down the hill, breathe in, tip of the little finger, breathing out, trace your hand down, your finger down, and then circle it back so we're back into that start position. So let's do one more round together. Inhale up to the tip of your thumb. Maybe your eyes are closed. Exhale down the hill. Inhale, tip of the first finger. Exhale down the hill. Inhale, breathe into the tip of the middle finger. Exhale, breath out, down. Breathe in, trace your finger up to the tip of your ring finger. Breathing out, down the hill. Breathe into the tip of your little finger. Breathing out, down, circling it back. And then you can just do that as many times as you want. Slowly And as focus, just tracing up and down your fingers. Maybe you start to feel more relaxed, more calm each time you do it. Lovely. So when you've done enough, as many times as you want, you're going to come and lie down on your mat if you want to lie down. If not, you can stay seated. And we're going to time for relaxing. So come down onto your floor. Again, if you've got a cushion, something comfy, you can put that underneath your knees. If you've got a blanket, your duvet, wrap yourself so you're nice and warm. And then either you can let your arms just rest down to the side of your body, or maybe you rest your hand just onto your tummy. Try not to move your head now, try not to move your body. Let your legs feel relaxed. Let your arms relax. Maybe you allow yourself to close your eyes. So you don't need to think about your breathing now. Your breathing will just naturally happen. But can you take all of your attention into the back of your head, the bit that's touching the floor, and just feel your head feeling heavier and heavier and heavier. Can you feel your shoulder blades if they're touching the floor, and your arms and your hands? And can you let your arm bones feel heavy and relaxed and relaxed and relaxed? Can you notice the bits of your legs that are touching your floor or your mat? And just check, have you relaxed your legs properly? Maybe you can relax them even more. You might find that your feet are just flopping out to the sides and your legs are completely relaxed, relaxed, relaxed. And then think about your forehead. And sometimes when we're upset, or if we're not understanding something, we can make that frown line. I want you to relax your forehead. Relax your mouth so you're not clenching your teeth together. Maybe if your hands are on your body, you can feel your hands moving up and down when you're breathing. Can you notice, can you feel your breath in your body? I want you to make sure that you feel happy and comfortable and relaxed. Being still, feeling safe. And just see if you can lie here still and as calmly as you can. Just for another minute. Don't worry if you feel like you need to wriggle or fidget. But you might find that your body starts to feel a bit sleepy. It's so relaxed. You've done all that hard work with all the yoga poses. You've helped to calm your body and your mind with your breathing, your balloon breath and your finger breathing. And now you're teaching yourself that it's okay to be calm and still. And often the body needs that calmness and stillness. So you can stay here relaxing for as long as you want to. But when it's time to come up to sit, we're going to move nice and slowly. So it might feel nice to stretch your arms over your head, point your toes, Lovely. And then can you bend your knees, put your feet flat to the mat, and then bring your arms back down to the side of you. And then I'm going to roll onto my left side. Maybe you're going to roll onto your right side. So roll as if you're rolling over in your bed or coming up from a nice sleep. And then bring yourself back up so you're sitting upright. Lovely. So when we finish a yoga class, we come back and sit upright again. We're opening the body. Well done. So if you'd like, traditionally at the end of a yoga class, we finish with a chant, and the word or the sound that we make is Om, O-M, but it's actually spelt A-U-M. They're the different sounds. And in the yoga tradition, the sound of Om represented the beginning of the world. And just, it's a way to say thank you for listening to me, thank you for joining in, and I hope that you enjoyed your yoga practice. So you can make the sound of Om with me, or you can just listen. So we take a breath in through the nose. Well done, Bear Hill. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.